Hey everybody, it's Trainer Susan. Today we're going to work on growing that booty at home, and all you're going to need is just some dumbbells. Okay, you guys, today we're going to focus on working on the glute muscles. Everybody's trying to work on getting those glutes built up, so you can actually still do that at home if you have some dumbbells. You see, I just have a couple, maybe a little bit on the heavier side, since we are going to try to kind of blast that muscle, get it to grow. So why don't we start out with our first exercise? It's going to be a reverse lunge to knee up. So what we're going to do is we're just going to grab 2 dumbbells. And how you're going to position these is you're just going to put them on your shoulders. You're just going to try to get the top of the bell kind of on the top of your shoulder. And what we're going to do is we're going to just start with our feet about shoulder width apart. My abs are going to be nice and tight. And we're just going to take a nice step back. So we're going to go back into a nice deep lunge. I'm going to kind of put my hip back to where I'm making sure that that glute is hitting. And then I'm going to go right up into a big knee raise here. So a deep step back, raise. So just really think about sitting back, and I'll show you on this side. So you're just going to sit back. Just think about really engaging that glute. This leg has, we always have one leg that's a troublemaker. This is mine. We're going to step back and kick up. So really trying to make sure we're making that glute do all of the work. So with this exercise, you can do 10 to 12 reps depending on how heavy the weight is, 3 rounds. Okay, second one, we're going to do a single leg slider back lunge. So I'm going to grab another dumbbell, a little bit on the heavier side too. My slider is going to be on the same side that I'm holding my weight, or actually I want to hold the slider, the weight in my non-moving leg. So this is going to be here. So we're going to have the slider on our opposite leg as hand we're holding. We're going to keep our head and chest up. We're going to kind of do that same motion, but we're going to keep our legs straight as we go back. So we're going to go down and all the way up. I'm going to turn this way because I just realized. So I'm going to go back. All that weight is going to be back on that glute, and then I'm pressing up, sliding back here. So I'm really thinking about my head and my shoulders are up, and I'm really trying to press through that glute as I'm pulling up on this exercise. I'm pulling up. It's a really good one because it targets that entire gluteal area there. Okay. Next, we're going to bring in just a low box. You can even, if you don't have a little stepper at home, you can really use anything. If you have like a big book, just something to kind of clear the ground a little bit. I'm going to take a moderate weight. You're just going to stand in the middle of whatever you have. And we're going to just do a low box one leg squat to kick out, or like leg swing. So what we're going to focus on is dropping the weight down to our foot and coming back up. So the other opposite leg is going to be kicking out as this leg is really working that glute. This leg we're going to try to raise the best we can, because that's really going to hit more that medial side of the glute, which is a really tough one to hit. So let me go at a different angle so you guys can hopefully see a little bit better what I'm doing here. Okay, so from here, I'm really thinking about kicking my backside out, coming straight back up, dropping straight up. So I want to think about that leg also really kicking out to the side. So once again, that leg is kicking out to the side. I'm trying to keep my head and my chest up. I'm not coming down here That's not what we're doing. We're sitting back and coming up. This one is an absolute glute targeter. It will get your legs extremely sore because I've experienced it. So once again, depending on how heavy the weight, 10 to 12 reps, 3 rounds, stick to one leg. I usually try to complete all 3 rounds on that particular leg because I feel like it's just relentless. That's what we want to do. We just really want to tax that muscle. Okay, next we are going to go into single leg squat to deadlift. I love a lot of single leg training, unilateral training. I think it's important because our legs can be, there's a lot of imbalances usually. So if you have one leg that's a little bit weaker, you can kind of pinpoint it, make him maybe do some extra sets if it's a little bit weaker than the other side. So what we're gonna do with this one, we're just gonna stand on one leg. We're gonna think about, once again, dropping straight down, keeping our head and chest up the best we can so we're not here like we're sitting back. You're gonna raise up. Once you're up, you're gonna straighten that back leg out, rotate your dumbbells, keeping them close to your leg, and you're gonna drive with your back of your glutes. So this is what it's gonna look like. We're gonna drop down, come up, straighten that back leg, and we're gonna go right into our deadlift here. So just think about rotating the dumbbells with each individual movement. Really sit back, get those weights as close to the ground as you possibly can. Pushing through your back to your heels. Try not to push through the fronts of your toes. And drive with your glutes. All right, so 3 rounds on each leg before you move forward. Last we're gonna do is a little bit more metabolic, which is always good. I tend to do this at the ends of my workouts. We're gonna do a single arm overhead snatch. We're gonna have our dumbbell here. Our feet are gonna be a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. With these, you're gonna lower slow, but then you wanna use the force from the feet all the way up to the ceiling. So you're gonna be here, and you're just gonna bring that up. Bring that dumbbell up explosively as quickly as you can, but you're gonna sit back, and you're just gonna really think about using those legs to drive into the ground. Explosively use that power to drive that dumbbell up and overhead. Keep it close to your body. You don't want to drive it out. You want to keep it as close to your body as possible to protect your shoulders. So driving, really using a lot of that power. Those are great finishers. Those, I would even do more. I would probably do maybe 15, even 20 reps. Wait 10 seconds, switch your arm, go into your second, third, even 4th round of those. But you want to do 4 because you want to make sure you hit both legs. Whew. All right, you guys, so you can get a great workout at home to focus on those glute muscles. You don't always have to be at the gym with heavy barbells and in squat racks. A lot of these exercises are extremely targeted. That's the key to growing your glutes, is making sure they're targeted. Another key is making sure you activate them before you start your workout. Spend 5 minutes doing band walks, even just standing on a wall, doing, kickbacks, anything to just kind of get the glutes firing. That's gonna make the workout even better than if they're completely not activated and just shut off. Okay, you guys, hope you enjoyed the workout today. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, hit the like button, subscribe, leave us comments. Thanks for joining me, and I'm sure we'll be together working out soon. See ya.